I started getting into music when I was 12 years old. Ever since then, I've fallen in love with piano, and even though it's only been 5 years, I feel like I still have a long way to go. But creating music is one of my big passions. The two genres that speak out to me most is basically jazz and hip hop because one, jazz is something that not many people talk about anymore, and hip hop derived from jazz, and that's what makes it so interesting is because people keep basing their music off of things that happened in the past, and it's just gonna keep going for generations and generations. I think when I first started, I wanted to be a musician, but as time went by, I kind of realized that it's just sort of a hobby to me because I am passionate about it, but it's not something that I see myself doing, which isn't a bad thing at all because there's a lot of people who are music enthusiasts and not people who actually make music themselves. I'd say if you want to start learning to play any instrument, like piano or anything, I think what you should do first is get into the music before learning anything because you have to fall in love with it first before you start putting yourself in the image. Learn to be musically inclined, which basically means you have to appreciate every single genre on its own, otherwise you're not going to be able to love the art as a whole. And I think that's why when people only listen to one genre, they can't be passionate about everything about music because they don't learn to understand every aspect of it. Some people don't realize that music is constantly evolving, so that's why older people always tend to say that the newer generation of music is trash. And even though that might necessarily be true, a lot of the time it's not, and they only say that because they're not used to that kind of music. So this current generation, that's our music, but they had different music back then when they were teenagers.